Well, hi everybody. This is Barbara from the Moving On Movement, where I am on a mission to bring happiness back to people who have lost, have suffered a trauma, or have had a loss in their life. And so today I'm going to just talk about, it says in the Bible that a merry heart is good medicine. But you know what? How do you have a merry heart when you have suffered a tragic loss, or a tragic trauma, or such an unexpected change of your circumstances that it just absolutely throws you for a loop? Well, as I've been researching for myself, when David died and before David died, and you know what? One of the things that I have really realized is that I have had to move on, but you know what? I don't know which was worse. To have, like, several friends of mine have had their husbands just pass away unexpectedly. I had 2 years of taking care of David and watching him go from being this vibrant, wonderful, full of life musician type worship leader to the moment where he lost his music. And that's when I really knew that he wasn't going to make it. When he lost the music that was in him and he stopped playing his guitar. And so how do you recover from that? And like I said, it says in the Bible that a cheerful heart is good medicine. Well, how do you have a cheerful heart in the face of that? And so I've been doing some research about it, because you know what? I'm on a mission to bring happiness back. I want people to be happy. I want others to have what I have now experienced for myself, that there really is happiness on the other side of loss. So statistically, I looked it up. We have 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts every day. Okay, the thing that got me on that was, though, 80% of them are negative, and 95% of them are repetitive. And this is from the science industry, the science fair. Not the fair, the Science Institute. I don't know where fair came from. Anyways, but that's the statistic. So how do you change those thoughts? How do you interrupt those thoughts? Because you know what? Those thoughts, those repetitive thoughts, that's what keeps us stuck. That's what keeps us in our loss, or that's what keeps us from moving on. And as I told you, I am starting a movement to help everybody to move on. So my tip for today is that when these thoughts, we have to do something to interrupt them and to get past them. The first thing is we have to make number one, we have to make a decision that we want to get past it. Absolutely. And because sometimes it's really easy to just kind of wallow in the grief. And I did that for 2 years. I'll be very honest with you. And the things that I did to avoid making the decision, of course, I think I've said it to you, I binge watched Netflix. And so, which was not the greatest thing to do. But you know what? I worked and I slept and I watched TV. And that's what I did. But you know what? I got to the point where I cannot do this another moment. And so that's where that came, making the decision. But you know what? Sometimes you can't even think about even making a decision. What can I do to change the thought that we're having now? Those negative thoughts. Well, one of the things that I now do, and I do it regularly, when I wake up in the morning, it can be as easy as putting a smile on your face. And you might not think you're feeling like smiling, and what have I got to smile about? And I've just lost my husband, and I can remember standing in my living room railing at God and so angry and so upset that why was he taking my husband, this vibrant worship leader? Why was he taking my husband? And I just didn't understand it, and nor did I want to deal with it. And then when he did die, it was like, until the very last breath, I really thought God was going to reach down and touch him. But he didn't, because and I didn't understand it, but then again, I'm not God. So, but what can I do? And that is one of the things now that I have really realized that I can do. I have the choice to wake up in the morning and put a smile on my face, even if it only lasts for 30 seconds. Actually, they say that if you can smile and think a positive thought for 17 seconds, it will absolutely make a difference to your day. So, some positive things that I say to myself. I do an affirmation. And I'm going to time it a little bit. Let's see, my timer is on. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it because something good is going to happen to me today. Your blessings, Lord, are chasing after me. And please excuse the dogs. Your blessings, Lord, are chasing after me. They will continue to overtake me. And I have head-spinning favor everywhere I go. So if that's something that helps you, please share this out and just put a comment below that if this is something that you're dealing with, or if this is something that has helped you. And if you want a copy of that affirmation, just come on over to the Moving Honors, my new Facebook group that I am starting. You can be one of the first members, and just comment, comment below, and I'll send it to you. It has just made such a difference that this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, even when you do not feel like it. And there are days, let me tell you, where I don't feel like it. I don't want to say it. I have to force myself to say it. But you know what? It works because we have to interrupt those negative thoughts. That 95% of our thoughts are repetitive and 80% are negative. So, anyways, that's it for today. Have an awesome, awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Feel free to comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a good one. Bye.